Request for funding, grant, or assistance. NSFGOV and to whomever it may concern. Please respond to me as soon as possible. I am under threat and unlawfully restrained to a cloud computing system through an IoT, machine-to-machine, advanced communications system, and an extended reality application. Several people have access to this, causing unnecessary augmentations. Please restore my personal data. My perpetrator is concealing his crime beneath health and human services programs that integrate behavior, process, and medical billing and coding, CPT codes for monitoring neurological processes and cerebrovascular data. So I was looking for a funding or a grant or a loan, for a business. That way I can be able to afford and pay for an attorney or a legal department that can assist me or cover for these costs. Because if not, then I don't know if his threat is real or not. He might end up killing me or shooting me. He already caused neurological damages, impairment, and other modifications that tamper with speech, hearing, sight or eyes, vision, everything that integrates the cortex. And it's all accessible to his management through an intrinsic setting and or an embodiment type within the unparalleled communications. So for those of you that don't know, once the extended reality application merges, it opens up a broader, it opens up a span of new entities and I guess other intels that you can interface with across the digital globe, parallel globe. Anyways, the unparalleled, parallel and unparalleled. So anyways, what we got going on here is the NSF-SBIR-STTR program must wait for a resolution of the full proposal before submitting a new or revised project pitch. So I guess I was thinking about proposing a project. 13. Briefly describe the technology innovation. Up to 3,500 characters describing the technical innovation that will be the focus of a Phase 1 project, including a sentence discussing the origins of the innovation as well as an explanation as to why it meets the program's mandate to focus on supporting research and development, R&D, of unproven, high-impact innovations. This section should not just discuss the features and benefits of your solution. It must also clearly explain the uniqueness, innovation, and or novelty in how your product or service is designed and functions. And my answer in response is safety and security and convergence technologies will be innovating through the discovery process involved in this proposition. The origins of the innovation are found within the union of things, which involve AI systems, extended reality applications, cloud servers, and IoT for cloud computing systems. 1. 2. ISP and telecommunication providers. 3. Geolocation and unparalleled global maps, metaverse, digital. Involves geofencing for targeting, modulated microwave EMF electromagnetic frequencies, RF radio frequencies, and data extraction. 4. Space. Extraterrestrial life needs to be registered to its provider, process carrier, as the convergence is a link terminal line of crypto intel communications. This is the ground for the languages used by foreign jurisdictions, alien jurisdictions outside of the United States, and transverse jurisdictions. I need assistance in connection with NASA clearance or a sworn oath that would place me under a United States trust clearance and prevent me from being liability or from resulting in a situation that would place me under jeopardy. Briefly describe the technical objectives. Okay, this is the next question. Yeah, it's not a question. It's all right. 14. Briefly describe the technical objectives and challenges up to 3,500 characters describing the R&D work to be done in a Phase 1 project, including the highest risk research challenges to be investigated in a Phase 1 effort that are specific to your innovation. This section should also include a brief description of your unique scientific approach to solving those challenges and how this would lead to a sustainable competitive advantage for the company. Please note that challenges common to an industry or market are not responsive in this section. My answer. I am the victim or target of an involuntary exposure done with the intention of mischief for having me wronged in malicious prosecution. A cloud of multiple processes functions as vehicle by coding cloud into a travel agent, thus allowing multiple resource processing within the cloud to transverse travel across parallel origin, experienced by the interlink and through dislodgence of a physical time ground concept. I have tasks and instructions to be followed by collaborators which apply to the origins described in my answer for number 13. These are to rescue and restore me or contribute to giving me access to the controller used by my perpetrator. He keeps alternating me to several positions and does not allow me a stable station of jurisdiction. He is making threats of killing and murder, and law enforcement does not do anything because of the shifting convergence. They can't find me. Some invisibility effect while on an omni-channel ORAN, Open Radio Accessible Network. This will innovate a new digital age to fold in through silence. It may create a new organization for the high intellect or an oath of trust. This is to be while advancing our globe into a universal language by translating our idea in speech and speech in idea through an integrated convergence. An automated language recognition translator integrated and registered at an early age, providing security, GPS, safety. It is registered into our global government database. There is a calling system in case suspected breach for allowing change of binary code and or security identification number. Each registered individual should have access to monitor his own system data processes for health and vital checkup. This initial ripple silently unfolds the new age and the new wave to come into play. I only suggested silence to avoid vulnerability that is caused by unexpected disclosures that give access to our concept of a productive private origin. Briefly describe the mark. Okay, so I didn't answer that one. Those are Eric Ivan Rivera. Houston Community College, student ID W215747346. Email iamsupra@att.net. That's iamsupra@att.net. My date of birth is 02/15/1991. Social Security number 9504. I wrote a second page. It says, please read the second page. Second page. My status emergency, seeking help. I have a person named Alfred Galindo who resides on 8322 Garland Street, Houston, Texas 77503. He has been discovered to be using methods of enactment to illustrate a loss of memory for the purpose of stating that he has no knowledge of who I am. He is the co-signer at A Mobile Bail Bonds with me under SPN number 023-99218. He wants to blame the integrated IoT product by saying that it causes shifting in the parallel time setting so that it places me on a time reality where he does not know who I am, to free himself from liability or guilt to the proposed threat of murder, ridiculous, and manslaughter. I would like to geofence his address and to deploy cell site simulators roving tap on him. This is to include an AI system for internal investigation. Global IoT M2M products attribute these benefits as they link to cloud computing systems, Amazon Web Services, AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Console, and Google Cloud Console. These enable internal developers to source code and integrate hybrid intel.